borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, great to hear from you. And Anthony Davis often is in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year and even MVP, but don't expect him to indulge in that talk. He said, if I play to my potential, then those just happen. But winning another title, anchoring our defense, staying healthy, those are the types of goals I set for myself. Kevin?
You always have priorities very straight with you, David. Thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Marc Gasol is out there with Malik Monk. And for Brooklyn, the small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Irving is out there with Harden, and it's Griffin in at the center. And these Christmas Day games, Greg, have become a cherished NBA tradition. How tough is it, though, for the players to miss this time with their family?
It is always a challenge, no doubt, but sometimes you just got to be a little flexible with the schedule. And as long as the kids get their presents, they don't mind too much if it's a day early or a day late.
Now, here is Harden outside Durant. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, his game offensively is fully developed. Durant has no holes in his offensive game. Comfortable from any place on the floor.
Here's LeBron. Here he goes. And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Westbrook against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
So it's the Lakers now. After the basket by Brooklyn, here's LeBron. Back to Davis. And he banks in the layup.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Griffin trying to get open. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. Harden's got his second basket. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Here's Los Angeles now.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Now, here is Harden following the miss by Anthony Davis.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Westbrook passes to Davis. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged 22 points per game last season, 8 rebounds and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but That is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Count it. LeBron's got 6.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Westbrook against Harden. Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot. Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Davis kicks to Westbrook. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
The defense all over Westbrook there, but he's crafty, he's slick, and he was focused on that shot.
Durant against Westbrook. And that one, good. He has 6.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with his combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Now here's Gasol. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to LeBron. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And the Lakers get it back. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. In the corner, Irving with it. Oh, Griffin in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skill.
And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. It's Mills in for James Harden. Brown outside. There's the drive. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now the pass to Bazemore. Over Mills. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Kicks to Irving. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Bazemore. Here's Aldridge. From 8 feet away, he drops it in.
Boy, this is as skilled an inside scorer as you're going to see, folks. I mean, Aldridge has a lot of post moves.
Bazemore against Irving to stop the drought. And it's Bazemore laying it in.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Bazemore. Shot's good by Mills.
Boy, there's that hair trigger release on Patty Mills. No hesitation. Catch, shoot, mark it up.
And he drives in. Here's none. Here's Howard. Aldridge with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Outside Irving. Back to Brown. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Anthony. The shot will not fall. The Nets go the other way with it. Mills dishes to Irving. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 7-point Nets lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
41 seconds left in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stolen away. Bazemore grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 7. Passes it to Anthony. It's hauled in by Brown. Outside Irving. Mills in the corner. From downtown. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Mills has got 6 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action after this word. Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers in the NBA. And he details where it all started.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I get is this is what I do.
Oh, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition. Christmas Day basketball here on 2K Sports. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Irving is out there with Mills. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Here's Brown after the basket by Los Angeles. Unable to get that one. Excellent D from Howard. Now, here's Nunn, covered by Mills. Nunn looking around, and Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Paul Millsap's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Bruce Brown. Joe Harris is checked in for Irving. And it's James Harden in for Patty Mills. Nets leading by 12. Harden outside. Millsap trying to get open. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 6.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now here's LeBron. This came out 36 points for him.
Beautiful pick by Anthony.
One of the big surprises with the NBA draft, the trade of Russell Westbrook. Westbrook let it be known he was open to another move. And it'll be interesting to see how he fits next to LeBron and AD this season. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
James outside. And James throws it down.
James throwing it down with that power dunk. The defense can't allow him to get what he wants inside because that's easy pickings for LeBron.
Pass to KD. Trying to get open is Johnson. He can't hit that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. To the inside, Davis. Good work defensively by Johnson. Nets leading by 12. For 3, Harris. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, he's not just a spot-up shooter, guys. Joe Harris can score off the dribble, too.
Here's Davis. And the layup's good off the glass.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Harden with it. 8 points for him. He dishes it to Millsap. Johnson kicks to Harden. Not enough on that one as it misses. Lakers trail by 13. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Hey, you can't forget about this now. Rondo's averaged double-digit assists multiple seasons. As good a passer as any in this league.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Harden. Driving inside. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolute vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Millsap with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Over Westbrook. And that one hits back iron. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 13. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Millsap kicks to Harden. And there's the pass to Millsap. For 3, Durant. A rebound by the Lakers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first foul.
And this is the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
He's off on the first. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. And then for the Lakers. Marc Gasol is checked in for Anthony. And Monk's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the second free throw, good. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Yep, it counts.
I think his unselfish attitude is really a big part of what makes Millsap a leader on the court, and the ability to make some dynamic passes doesn't hurt either.
Now here's James. 8 points for him. A shot off that time. Some solid defense from Harris. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. And the Lakers also making a switch. Bazemore is checked in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here is Davis. He has 5. Now here's Bazemore. Some solid defense from Harris.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Shots good by Durant.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Here's Gasol. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Westbrook against Harden. Bazemore grabs the miss. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to Portland. Here's Monk. And again, unable to change momentum here. Passes to Harris. Now here's Durant. Back to Harris. To the middle. Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 4th assist in this one. 30 seconds left to play here in the half. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Westbrook. Los Angeles with another miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Harris kicks to Irving. From deep three-point range. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They score very effectively. With the exceptional ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out to a huge lead.
And Shaq, what'd you think about the Lakers?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into the defensive end. Take some pride on the other end and just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. And they have their big 3 all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Monk is out there with Marc Gasol. Now, here's Monk. No points in the game yet for him. 4 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Over Irving. No good on the shot. The Nets go the other way with it. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
The shot's good from Monk.
Monk's got deceptive strength. You got to respect that. I mean, the defense throwing themselves all over him and at him, but he's still concentrating and knocking down the shot.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Here's KD, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Lakers trail by 18. Here's James. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And that's 10 points for LeBron.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Here's KD. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Durant's got 10.
Good job there by Harden setting that screen. Got his body right where it needed.
Westbrook passes to Monk. Offside Gasol. Tipped away. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Westbrook. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. 22 is their biggest lead. Harris kicks to Irving. The 3. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Irving. He's got 8.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Timeout called the Lakers. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. Now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6, 8 or better that can really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big guy.
And it's Howard finishing it off. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Brown outside. The Nets working the ball around now. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Mills. D right on him. Great D that time from Rondo. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Anthony. Howard finds James. 6 to shoot. Bobbed up there for Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
And here's Mills. He's got 6. And on the way from Irving for 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to none. The rebound by the Nets. Pass to Mills. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Now here's Howard. Back to none. The pass to Rondo. Fires the 3. They get it back.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Rondo with the steal. Fast break. The Lakers. Anthony leading the charge. That one drops for him. Howard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Here's Claxton. Nifty move. And it's good on the layup. And the Nets lead by 19.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Mills, that's a two-pointer. Rondo with the rebound. Lakers trail by 19. Passes it to Nunn.
Third quarter.
James outside. It's stolen by Brown. That one misses. Good D by James. Inside, here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer. And he may never get that NBA title, but we factor in college and international play. There's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Brooklyn making some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Harris subbed in for Brown. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Lakers. Ken Bazemore comes in for Rajon Rondo. Nunn passes to James. 1:24 left to play in the third. Pass to Bazemore. Just 5 to shoot. Brooklyn with the rebound. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Irving, and it's blocked.
And Ariza works his butt off on defense. I mean, whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he knows how to block shots.
LeBron up top. Millsap covering. And James throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Johnson. Kevin Durant comes in for Irving. And James Harden subbed in for Patty Mills. The Lakers also changing it up. Davis comes in for Anthony. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. Free throw, no good for LeBron. And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. It wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. A rebound by the Nets. Millsap's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Durant. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
James looking it over. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Harden out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's KD in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Feeds to Davis. And they double up Davis. Back to Bazemore. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Harris against Westbrook. Harris passes to Harden. Outside Durant. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, with platinum level all-around skills, Durant can pretty much score at will.
Harris against Bazemore. Pass to Monk. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Paul Millsap. Now here's Griffin. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Marc Gasol.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
And he knocks down the first one.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
Both free throws good from Griffin. And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
The Lakers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Davis kicks to Westbrook. Trying to get open is Davis, and it's Westbrook missing.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Harden outside. Back to Irving. KD finds Irving. Shoots over Bazemore. Irving, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here is Davis. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel.
And that'll make a pair of turnovers for him in just the last few minutes. So he's got to be a little bit more deliberate with the ball out there.
And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Durant. Brown comes in for Harris. Bembry's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Carter in for James Harden. The Lakers also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Gasol. Howard comes in for Anthony Davis. And Ellington is subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The pass to Ellington. Good on the triple.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Brooklyn leading by 22. Passes it to Bembry. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch. But it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. Irving's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And it's Mills in for Carter. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Dwight Howard. James checked in for Wayne Ellington. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Now here's Gasol. Plays it up and banks it in.
Terrific body control from Gasol there. Navigating the defender and getting to his finish.
Mills looking it over. Pass to Griffin. Now here is Irving. Monk defending. Irving misses.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Now here's Mills. On the wing, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that? The flush from Harris. People forget this guy is 6'6", and he's got a little burst and bounce, too.
Rondo dishes to Carmelo. Back to Rondo. Drives to the hoop, and he gets it to go. Rondo's got 5 points in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 19-point game. And the dunk by LeBron.
Par for the course for James. I mean, he forces his man to overcommit, gets the bucket, and draws the foul.
Durant's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Westbrook's checked in. Free throw, no good for LeBron.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
Now here's Durant over James. A second chance effort. Griffin trying to get open. And KD finishes inside.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Westbrook. Gasol trying to free himself up. And good that time.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Outside, KD. And the three ball is good. Durant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Nets leading by 20. Griffin passes to Mills. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. No good off the back of the rim. The Lakers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Now, here's Monk, covered by Irving. Gasol dishes to Monk. James in the post, covered by Mills. 4 on the shot clock. 4-3, Westbrook, and it's sent back by KD. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And Los Angeles with some changes. .112 left here in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For KD.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
A shot by Ellington, no good. Here is Carter. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. KD, a statement win. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together, and this is all I expected, man. I'm glad that we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
We're looking forward to seeing you out there again, man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.